Suhail today cleared PMP from USA. First of all, extremely proud of you. He joined in batch 9 and in less than a month he is champion. You booked exam without asking me to such a far extent. I yelled at you. This is the
You
only
did.
time I guess I yelled at you. So normally I yelled a lot at students. First I yelled at you, then I yelled at your facilitator, then he yelled at you and you took it back. Right?
Yes,
So
yes.
was that a right decision or not?
No, it was definitely. I mean, it was. I think the assumption was like I was kind of scared, thinking, "What if that thing? What if I go right now? Am I prepared?" All that. And there were a lot of things going in my mind. But then after I spoke with you first, of course, I trust your judgment, and then I thought, you know what, let me go with it. So, Alhamdulillah, I think it was the right decision.
It was a right decision. So how was the exam today?
It was, I would say, medium first 60 questions, and I followed your instructions. So I was looking at the time. So first 60 questions was, I would just say medium to high, that difficulty level. Mostly 20-30% agile, and then the rest of them was like predictive. Um, so I think I was at question, I would say 50. I would say 48 or 49 when I had only 10 minutes left for first 60 questions. So what you just had mentioned in the video, if it's because I had to mark that 80 minutes stop. So I kind of skimmed through the last remaining questions and then use the judgment, the way the techniques you showed, do the, make sure which one is the best option and keep moving. So the next 60 questions were mostly agile, scenario based, a lot of scenarios. And then the last 60 set of questions, that was pretty difficult. I think I would say it was ultra hard in the sense like they had given out, it was a 4 or 5 liner questions, and then the options were really confusing options, like a lot of words, a lot of traps. So I remind what you had said, a kind of how to approach, calm down, don't panic. So then I kind of found the keywords in the question, what it's asking, and then kind of started eliminating the wrong ones.
Hmm.
Uh, the strategy, what I had is the first set of questions, almost, of course, I was kind of running out of time, but the second set of questions was agile. So I kind of mastered that. So it saved me, I would say, 20 to 20 minutes. That 20 minutes, then I stopped, took a break. And then at the end, the 60 section, the last section, I had pretty much 110 or 15 minutes left. So it worked in my favor because the last section was hard. So that was the strategy. Alhamdulillah, I think it worked well. But I would say the question was medium to high in terms of a difficulty. Definitely, your support, your guidance really helped for me to tackle those questions.
So when you say medium to high, what do you mean by that?
In terms of a difficulty, I mean, the way I see it, my assumption was while listening to other folks, the stories, what they're saying, it was easy, but I think the questions, what the one I got, when I see it, they were not really straightforward. A lot of traps, a lot of confusions. Like if I was to give an exam without preparation, I don't think I can make it. So that's what I mean.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, now when you say medium to difficulty, let's compare with the mocks. Were they as difficult as random mocks, elite mocks? Which mocks you would say are more related to
I
this?
think I said the simulator, right? The simulator mocks were pretty okay. I wouldn't really compare it with, but then the elite mocks you had given me, I think I would kind of resemble it with them because I what I felt was some of the scenarios kind of touched those questions, but the way they had framed it was confusing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So can you little bit explain more? What do you mean by the way it was framed?
So I can give an example. Let's say there were the question where there is an issue between team members, right? So the issue is the conflict had happened. There's an issue with the team members. Now, this project manager had already started de-escalating the issue, discussed it with the team, nothing had happened. But then at the same time, new team members had joined while the project manager is already de-escalating the issue. The new team members had joined. Then this kind of a scenario. Then at that point, what should project manager do? Should he take the team back to the forming stage, or should he de-escalate the issue what he is dealing with? That kind of a trap. But but it was pretty straightforward. I mean, although it took me a couple of minutes to understand the scenario, but I was able to do it.
Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, how did you manage time?
First 60 set, I was running out of time, but I did stop at 80, I think 80 to 85 minutes. Second, I think I finished it less than 60 minutes. And then the third, I had around 120, 115, 120 minutes left.
Hmm. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, so if you have to manage time, like, can you walk me through first, second, third? How did you manage that time?
Yes, I'm sorry. So the first set was when I started the question, because I was trying to get myself adapted to the test, adapting myself to the strategies and how I should approach the question. So the first set of questions, what I did is most of them I flagged, not all, but some of them where I wasn't sure.
Why?
The reason is I wanted to come back to review because I wasn't sure on the options I picked. But I did made it through though. So the first set was like the way I managed it. So when I looked at the first 60 questions, I wanted to make sure that first 60 I will finish it by within that 80 minutes. So the way I was answering it, eliminating the wrong ones and then picking the right one. And then, as I said in the beginning, the last 10 or I think 12 questions, I just skimmed through and picked the right one, which I thought was right.
Okay.
Uh, my goal was to at least keep the extra time in my hand for the second and the third. As you had mentioned in the videos, it's possible the first one might be easy, the second or third might be really hard. So that's the strategy I use. As I said, at the last, I had plenty of time in my hand. I was able to review, I was able to see, make sure all my answers are correct. So the first 60, I did it, stopped right at 80. And the second one, I stopped at 60. And the third one, I had at 120 minutes left.
Hmm. Okay, okay. That's
Because the thing is, what I felt is first time you are nervous. You want to get, you
yeah,
don't know what
yeah,
the
yeah.
out.
I agree.
So, and then the second set is like you kind of calm down, your nose is okay. You're like, okay, now I can do it. And then the third one, you know the strategy, what to do. So that was the approach.
That is the approach. Okay, which topic was most highlighted in the exam?
I would say for me, agile, and then waterfall, were some of it, I would say 20 to 30%. Most of them that agile, but I do got some calculation ones where I had to really check. And there was a question about schedule. Team is behind the schedule, and SPI was some certain number, 0.9, and then the CPI was this. Then I have to kind of get that answer based on the scenario. So they gave me the scratch book and the pen, so I just did it right there. Oh, look, the calculator was also there, but it was pretty easy, pretty simple. No drag and drop, just some questions related to calculations, and the rest was all theory.
Hmm. Perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, so here you have done a lot of mocks.
Mhm.
All the mocks, which mocks, according to you, were the most important mocks?
I would say, everything is important to me, based on my personal opinion. But I would say the ones that really helped was the elite mocks, the ones the Google ones you gave the sheets on the Google. Yeah, not the simulator one, the other ones you have given. Everything was important. I learned from everything, but I would say the one that really kind of gave me a better edge was the ones that you have given at the end, the elite ones.
Eight one. Okay. What about the final six mocks? The one that you did yesterday?
Those ones were really awesome too. It did help in the agile. It was really heavily with agile concepts. That really helped me a lot as well. I would say 10 15% were the same questions, but not exactly word by word. But I can feel like I can see it was rephrased in a different way, but the concept was the same. What I had did in my mocks, so
It
it was easy.
was
Yep.
easy. How many drag and drops were?
Nothing for me.
No formula questions also?
No, it was basic calculation,
Basic.
just SPI, yeah, basic, yeah.
Perfectly fine. Let's say you are starting PMP now, today 1st November, and you want to clear before the exam changes. What steps you would do, what steps you would not do?
If I was to do the exam before, okay, really, the way I would approach it, let's say if I was my registering today, first of all, I will give a mock and then see what I stand, and then do the detailed RCA, whatever I get wrong. Get that, take that, and then do another mock and see if there is difference, if I have improved or not. Based on that, I will take my steps, create my strategy moving forward. Again, detail RCA. That's what I say is the key.
Detail RCA. Suhail, detailed RCA is important, follow-up is important. How was Fahad throughout your journey?
He really nice person. He was on top of everything, of course, as per your guidance, and he used to help mediate, answer the questions I had. And most of the time, I didn't want to bother you a lot because you are busy too. So I used to ask him a lot of questions, and he used to give me his kind of like how he would approach it, sort of like thing. And then yes, and then only thing he said, just do the RCA. Sometimes it was really discouraging that I'm getting 60%, 65. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. But he said, it's okay. It will stabilize as you do more and more mocks. And then I think the last, I would say 6 to 7 mocks, and as you know, I was able to score in 80s. So that was great.
Awesome, awesome. That is. Did you read the PMP checklist?
Yes, the one he shared it with me. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Yeah, and what about PMP booklet?
I skimmed it through. I read it, and in fact, the book you had given us,
To
the
PMP,
whole there was a checklist, and then there was another book, the one that one you wrote. It was like a 2 hour
all of
PNP.
Suhail, all of them I wrote.
I mean, to a PMP in 2 hours. Beautiful, beautiful. It kind of like grabs everything. It's like a on the go. If I
Okay.
had a break, I used to open it on the phone and go through it. Yeah.
Well, it was a small journey. It was,
Yes,
but I loved every single day working with you,
of course.
and I am very happy that finally we are able to do it. Where are you?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Florida. Okay. Uh, I will be coming to Miami.
Oh yeah, of course,
I will
of
be
course.
coming to Miami in the month of January. And I would love to see if I could meet you. But
Oh, of course.
I'm extremely happy for your success journey, the way you did it. It has been a marvelous journey. By the way, November is so amazing for us. Today we had 5 PMP, and the last one, of course, since you are from US, so you just did it. I'm really proud of you. And
Thank you.
these people, you see, now suddenly a lot of people are back. They were doing one 60-60 question. Any final words you would like to share with them? I will be sharing your journey. Asad is also in US, so he joined in the exactly the same way. Second day of batch 9, you joined second day of batch 10. So
Yeah.
Asad, yeah. So Suhail,
Yeah.
uh, anything that you want to share with them? You already shared. You managed the time properly. Did do mocks, root cause analysis, read the booklet. Anything else you want to share with them?
Yeah, yeah, definitely for the rest of the team, I wish them all the best. And one more important thing is do not miss a single question. Whatever it is, just do it. And then even if it's wrong, detail RCA. And then final thing is really to trust your judgment, your guidance, and then keep like do it. Just don't delay. Just do it. And I think that's the success, the key here. And um, while in the exam, definitely don't panic, as you always say. Take a deep breath and strategize your exam, and then see how you're going to approach the questions. And once the first 60 is done, then I think it will be a piece of cake.
Thank you very much. It has been an honor. Guys, if anyone wants to ask any question, feel free to ask him. Suhail, what was
Yes.
like which topics were most highlighted? Stakeholder communication team.
Team were a lot, and team, and then I would say stakeholders also touched, but communication were not much. But I would say the team and the stakeholder engagement, a lot of them.
Stakeholder engagement lot. How was the center? Was the center good?
Yeah, it was good. We had quite other students as well, but I guess not all were PMP, but there were other standardized exams. But it was good, and they had given me the information what to do, what not to do. So every time I take a break, I have to raise my hand, and Proctor was good. He was helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Suhail, next Saturday, we are
Yes.
going to have PMP marathon. You attended one, you know that exactly on the board I was making the marketing video just before you joined. So I want you to make at least 20 questions.
Yes. Of
Send
course.
it to me. If you can send it tomorrow, I
Yeah.
would review it and we will be using them in the next.
Of course. Of
Thank you,
course.
sir. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
I will
Thank you
see
so much, Art.
you.
Of
And
course. Oh, we'll be in touch, and then of course when you come here, and then I'll call you later on. I mean, when you're free, so I'll just
sure,
have
sure,
some
we
few
can have
questions.
call after that immediately. No problem at all. We
Yeah,
can.
thanks. Thanks so much. All the best, everyone. Thank